Did Rosa just fucking catface us? Did we just get catfaced? I'm sorry. I'm gonna need like 10 minutes to recover from this. I will never emotionally recover from this. Uh, well, I'm glad Rosa seems to be doing okay. So she wants to do something for Fang, huh? I guess that couldn't hurt, but isn't she still worried about her mom? Maybe this can take her mind off of things. Yeah, he is a dweeb. And a weeb. I wonder if the terms are connected or not. Finally, lunchtime. Rose and I have been eating together in the gardens lately. I think being around all the blooms take her mind off of her mom a bit. Plus, they're nice to look at. A little less colorful than the dinos in the cafeteria, but a lot quieter. Just my type of place. You haven't even called out the population, have you? Wait a sec. Is that Spears talking to Rosa? I'm sure the club is in good hands. Oh, good afternoon and all. Taking advantage of the nice weather, I see. Isn't it still... Nah, it's probably like spring, so if anything, things will be blooming up. Well, I'll not keep the two of you from your lunch. Rosa, I give your family the best. Spears gives a fatherly nod to the both of us before heading off. What's that about? Rosa bites her lip for a moment before entering. Again, I don't think this pose works. It looks so much like Rosa's just like unamused at the situation. And no, I was just letting Spears know that Stella will be taking over the gardening club for me for the rest of the year. Why does the face go away? Shouldn't this be like... whatever. For a second, I'm at a loss for words. Stella in charge? Show them growing sunflowers within a month. Why, Rosa? You love the gardening club. I still do mi novio, but... Rosa's face falls. But I can't do it anymore. With Mama in the hospital, Her voice catches as the two of us slide down onto the garden bench. The one that hasn't collapsed, that is. Rose idly plucks a spare leaf from the flower bed, turning it over in her hands. I need to be with her as much as I can. The gardening club, it just takes too much of my time. Too many hours after schools or on weekends. Too many nurseries, trade shows, bulb shares. What? I imagine the gardening club is just taking care of the fucking garden. That's on you. I had no idea growing stuff takes that much effort. Well, the growing does, but the gardening club is like a school club. Why is it responsible for all of that? What do you think this gardens look like this? Blech. Hold on. What do you think the gardens look like this by accident? Shit. Rosa sits up a little straighter before looking me in the eyes. No, I'm not going to stop seeing you, mi novio. But if you could come out to the hospital with me, okay, maybe. I'll be there. Why does he say I'm there instead of I'll be there? The words leap out of my mouth like a reflex. Just like vomit. And surprisingly, I don't feel the least bit afraid. Rosa's face splits into a low smile. Gracias, no. Hey, what are boyfriends for? I don't know. Besides getting on your nerves? At least her sense of humor is still intact. But I can't imagine what she's going through. I mean, to give up something that she loves like that? I don't think I could manage. Hell, I once tried to cut down my shitposting to just an hour a day. I swear to God I had withdrawals. Speaking of which, when was the last time I had posted something? Yeah, it really does feel like someone actually professional and paid should be doing it. Although maybe the school's being cheap. Although Volcano High didn't strike me as a cheap school. Spears, I guess maybe Spears trusts Rosa or something, I don't know. Now, what are we going to do about Fang? Wait, what? Oh, takes my brain a second to adjust. Frankly, I'd already forgotten about Rosa's request to help out. How the fuck? It was like this morning, you fucko. And after the whole thing about the gardening club, I guess I figured Rosa... Listen, I'm that forgetful, but in real life it takes a while. We as players do not have the time for this to properly sink away, you know. I guess I'd figured Rosa had forgotten as well. Wait, Rosa, you still want to do that? Rosa looks at me like I'm the stupidest person alive. Pendejo! Of course I do! How am I supposed to just ignore someone in pain like that? But wouldn't you rather continue with the garden club? And no, please. And no, por favor. I'm just saying anon that please, por favor. Drake and Josh. Rosa lays a hand on mine. There's a level of pleading in her eyes that I've never seen before. I have to help. I feel responsible for what she's going through. I guess I am responsible. There's an uncomfortable moment of silence as we're both thinking about why Fang could be upset. What would it be if I didn't help a friend in need? Someone who really needs it. And when I'm here planting or weeding, I'm just alone with my thoughts. She should not say and whatever, considering that she likes this work. And whatever is dismissive. It does not work in that context. And I don't want to be in my head anymore, I know. Rosa carefully traces my chest, no doubt picturing the Sudoku grid of bruises beneath my shirt. I think I need a project unknown. Something to keep the thoughts away. Helping you the other day, I could forget my worries and focus on yours. Maybe if we focus on something, I can forget about tomorrow's worries a little longer. I mean, it'll just make it harder when it does happen, you know? When your mom does keel over, if you've just been ignoring it, you'll just... You gotta process some of it ahead of time, you know? Or you won't be ready. I mean, it's gonna suck either way, but, you know. Are you sure it will help? I take Rosa's hand in my own. No, but I have to try. I try to match Rosa's smile with my own. I don't know how convincing it was. The rest of school crawls along at a snail's pace. Actually, that's an insult to snails. It was more of an underpaid snail working at the DMV on a Friday before its vacation pace. That combined with the asinine assignment Mr. Tsuki handed out did little to keep my mind from drifting back to my upcoming conversation with Fang. Something I was a little bit dreading. I promised Rosa I would help her. I'd help her help Fang. But what if Fang wants nothing to do with me and she's just gonna tell me to fuck off? Ugh. Finally, class is over with. Now I've just got to meet up with Fang? Did she ever text me where we were meeting? Just then, my phone buzzes in the recesses of my pocket. Your pockets are not that deep, my man. Hopefully, that's her. How do I... Nope, that brings up that menu. I cannot seem to do this the way that I want to. Hey, Anon, I would like it if we could talk. Could you please meet me in the auditorium? Fuck! I'd hoped our conversation from earlier was over. Maybe I can bring Rosa as a bodyguard? Nah, best... You are a brave man, Anon. Nah, best to talk it out between the two of us. What's with this text, though? Oh, proper and shit, are they? Oh, yeah. Oh, man. He's using commas. How does he have your number? Does Nasser ever text Anon, though? I don't know, I got the feeling they didn't really know each other like that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hope he's not too stressed out. Man, I'm liking where this is going. I've been dying for some good drama. I make my way to the school's auditorium as quickly as my bruised body allows. Almost all the lights are off when I get there, but I can make out someone down in the front row. Sorry, must be him. I mean, I'd be less tired if I had $50. I'm just putting it out there. He doesn't look up when I enter, or as I walk down the aisle. Hey, Nasi, you wanted to... Wait a minute. What? Hello, Anon. Naomi, what the fuck? Where's Nasa? Naomi doesn't bother to disguise her eye roll. Oh, come on, Anon, use your head. You aren't that much of an idiot. Oh, hi, Anon. You're not that much of an idiot. Did you use Nasa's phone to get me here? It worked, didn't it? I know you wouldn't confide in me if you thought I was the one waiting for you. You know what, Naomi? That might be the smartest thing you've said to me, but I can just leave. Like, I can just leave. Before I can even think about storming out, Naomi grabs me by the arm. Just wait a minute. I tried to shrug her off, but her grip is like a vice. Fucking dino strength, I swear to God. Anna, it's because you sleep all day. Let go of me, Naomi. Not until you fucking listen. Whoa. That's the first time I heard her raise her voice, let alone swear. The grip remains on my arm until I nod. Whatever, just make it quick. Fine. She glares at me for a second or two before launching into it. How could you do that to Fang? What are you talking about? I mean, dumping her, that's what. Nasa told me all about it. You know, I thought I could count on you to do one little thing. Naomi pinches the bridge of her nose and says, that's a big bridge, though. I guess you're a loser at that, too. Trapped your Jesus, Anna. You were supposed to get together with her, not make it worse. Now Nasser can... Now all Nessa can do is talk about her. Did you know that he was going to cut class to try and hang out with her? And Fang, the girl who does everything in her power to fuck with him, and he would rather spend time with her than me. Me? Rapt? Jesus, she's unbelievable. So fucking what? Shouldn't the brother help his sister out? I mean, above average doesn't make sense, because Anon talks about them like they're very strong, which is way beyond the logical limit for how you should design your species in things. Just saying. I mean, it works if it's funny. It does not work in dramatic scenes, because then you're like, okay, how the fuck are you still around if this is how they handle you? I'm just saying, you know. Like, I say that. Like, the way I imagine the Shalonian race in the new verse, like the birds, they live in the poles. They aren't really connected. There's an implication that, like, humans and dinosaurs are like aliens, technically. They are colonists. They're colonializers of the planet. But nobody gives a shit because the Shalonians don't live where humans and dinosaurs live, and neither do the underground bug people. So they're like, yeah, sure, whatever. But they don't give a shit. The thing about Shalonians is that they're fairly physically capable. Like, they can digest pretty much anything. They are socially quite adept. There's a lot of good about them. But the idea is that their environment is so harsh. They're terrible at being nice is the problem. That's the thing that undercuts them, is that they live in an environment where you don't give a shit. They don't really have a concept of marriage, because, like, why would you marry someone who's going to die tomorrow, you know? And also, children are, like, raised by the community. It's a very communist society, each to their need, each to their ability. So their big problem is they can't really relate to modern society, is what divides them. But physically speaking, they're not strong. They couldn't overpower a human or a dinosaur, but they can take a lot of shit. They can take it. So can humans, technically, I guess. I guess they're not that much of a Chad race when you really put it into perspective. Although I guess a lot of them can put up a front. That's also kind of part of it. It's just Ophinia that's an asshole. It's just Ophinia who's like, listen, I'm not gonna... Every adult in my life is like all this prim and proper prestige. Besides, it's not like you really care about all you want your boyfriend to yourself. He's like a terrible chicken tender, all bone, no meat. Ah. That's why none of the dinosaurs have eaten Anon. They normally eat the human, but you know. Naomi's face ratchets up to a new level of pissed. She is now ultra super mega monster pissed. You really fucked this up for me, you know that? Yes, son. I don't even care if I'm yelling at this point. I've had it up to here with this pastel pink. She's barely showed up in this, by the way. She has not been a major plot point in most of this. Like, the writers focused a lot on Rosa. I guess that's like the center point of things. But man, are there not enough supportive scenes to carry the rest of it. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a slow burn, but there's no burn. There's just... bitch. Pitch. Oh, he's... That's actually really cute. That's really cute. I like that. That's a great one. He's like hamming on the alliteration on her. The only thing I did, Naomi, was tell the fucking truth. Something you could learn a lot from. I leave Naomi to seethe as I storm out of the auditorium. Fuck, what a waste of time. I should have known Naomi would pull a stunt like that. The whole year she's trying to get me and Fang together for that little plan of hers. It's impressive how early you figured it out this time, because he isn't engaging with it. The fact that I'm with Rosa now doesn't seem to have penetrated the rock she has instead of a brain. And who is she to say that I made Fang worse? I have nothing to do with that. Do I? I mean, she's not your responsibility is the point. You cannot be made responsible for someone else's needs like that, Anon. That is the freedom we have in society. It is irresponsible to say that someone can demand your life as such. Especially if you didn't sign up for it, you know. Just saying. It's kind of rude. My pace slows until I'm standing still in the middle of the hall. Maybe there's some truth behind what Naomi said. I may not be responsible for Fang's happiness, but am responsible for her sadness. My thoughts are interrupted by my phone. Hey. Meet me in the music room? Fang's... Oh, we haven't been in the music room for a while, huh? Jesus, man, YouTube is really slamming down on Scary Dave. Everyone, pat-pats for Dave. Pat-pats for Dave. This poor, pure, innocent man. He deserves so much better. Pats for Dave. Hold on, I'm checking out something because of reasons. Okay, there we go. I'm just making sure something is working the way it's supposed to. Fang's text starts my stomach churning. Or shouldn't it be it makes my stomach churn? Yeah, but that's not a demand if it's consensual, is it? That's just part of the show, part of the relationship. Am I ready for this? I mean, he broke it up. That's why you break up. Naomi, Nasser, and Rosa. Everyone seems caught up in how Fang feels right now. This conversation we're about to have, it could, I just hope I can help. Taking a breath to steel myself, I head towards the music room. I may not be able to be with Fang, but I can still talk to her, friendo a friendo.